Hi and Happy New Year. I am Jenna Hoyt, Ashtabula County 4-H educator, and today we're going to go through our program update for 2021. We'll cover some important updates, some date changes, some enrollment changes, project changes, resources, and some other volunteer reminders and requirements and announcements as well. So first of all, I want to thank everybody for their grace and for their commitment to the Ohio 4-H program for 2020. I realize that 2020 was not what we anticipated it would be in so many different ways. When we look back a year ago, we would have never guessed that this is where we would be sitting today. But with that being said, we do have a responsibility to respect our fourth H, which, as we know, is health. And during this time of COVID, we are looking for all programs and events to be postponed, held virtually, or canceled through January 15th. Similarly, the office will be closed to all visitors from December 21st and will reopen on January 4th. After that time, we anticipate being open Monday and Thursday again by appointment only. So you need to schedule an appointment in order to visit the office in advance. The door will be locked, the light will be on, and we will continue to serve you and to work remotely as well during this time. So we wish you all a safe and healthy holiday, and we want to do our best to keep our community, our volunteers, and our 4-H members safe. And we will do that by working remotely for all of you. So let's look at some program updates. One thing that has changed this year is that our County 4-H calendar will be offered virtually. If you log into our website, ashtabula.osu.edu, and then click on 4-H Youth Development and click on 4-H Calendar, you will see that the calendar will be available for you in a digital format. You can download it, you can print it, you can click on the links that are in there and get the information that you need, but it'll not be in its traditional format as a PDF. What you can also find here are links to the Ohio 4-H calendars for animal sciences. So specifically, if you are taking an equine project or if you want to know more about the different events and opportunities that are available in the animal sciences program, you can click on the link there and get that information. If you intend to take a general project or an FCS project, you want to check out the Ohio State Fair non-livestock 4-H calendar. Find out more about when those projects and programs will be happening and when you can see more information about that on that website. We will also continue to share information through our 4-H online system, but if you want to get those dates on your calendar now, those are the places you want to go. So here's what our calendar looks like posted on the website. Again, you can print it, you can download it. If you have Outlook, you can toggle it to your calendar as well. We will share resources and links directly in the events on the calendar. We will not be sharing connection information for Zoom, however, in this calendar. But put some of these important dates on your calendar. We'll be camping at Camp Whitewood June 20th through 26th. We're looking at Super Saturday being held on July 17th. And this year we'll be having our general and FCS project judging on July 10th. So we will hold interviews during that day. Projects will stay for the week and then they will get picked up on July 17th. And the style review will also be held on July 17th, or excuse me, July 10th. The county fair is scheduled for August 10th through 15th. Something new this year, we will be offering county-wide 4-H meetings in January, February, and March. Those will be held virtually via Zoom. Connection information will be sent through 4-H Online the week prior to the event. These meetings will start with program updates and our 4-H pledges and any other information we need to share, but then we'll offer time for species breakout rooms in January. In February, we will have a special guest speaker. And in March, we will cover how you can serve as a club officer and how you can be effective member of your club officer team. The Ohio 4-H Conference will be happening virtually this year as well in February rather than in March. So if this is an event that you've never had the opportunity to attend before and you would like to, we will be sharing that information. It will be free, and there will be a couple of dates where these programs will be offered based on topic area. So at the end of February, there will be specific sessions about advisor resources, healthy living, camp, effective 4-H clubs, and some other specific program area updates in regards to the equine program and also for our animal sciences program as well. So if you didn't want to make the drive before, you couldn't get the time off from work, or the cost was a barrier for you, this is your year to join and join us virtually. And you will have to pre-register, and I anticipate that will be coming out in the middle of January. Ohio 4-H Week will be March 7th through 13th. And while we will not be having our face-to-face 4-H carnival as we normally would, we are going to be looking for youth to submit commercials. So what do you love about 4-H? What does 4-H mean to you? And how do you live the 4-H's in everything that you do? Tell us in a video commercial that's 2 minutes or less. You can join up as a team with your family or virtually as a club, and there's a couple different categories that are available for this year. So the 4-H committee will be looking for the best individual junior under 12 years old or senior 12 years and older, and then team categories as well. If we have 5 or more submissions in those categories, we will be offering gift certificates from the advisory committee, but we need 5 entries. So get your entries in. You can submit them to me via Google Drive or YouTube link or email as well by February 15th. So tell us, why do you love 4-H? If you're not comfortable being on video, you could write me a poem. You could send us some pictures, send us some artwork that you've done. Share your passion for 4-H, and we will share that in a virtual way through social media. We also hope to get the information out to the schools, and we will be sending information to our local papers as well. We anticipate having our 4-H tab available during 4-H week with the Gazette, and those submissions are again due to our office by February 15th. You can also set up a display at your community center, in your school, in your library, if that's something that works for you. Materials will be available at the office for you to pick up. We will have family guides and other information as well. Our enrollment deadline for this year has not changed. March 15th by 4:30 p.m., all enrollments need to be in. If you're interested in helping with recruitment and promoting 4-H and our enrollment, contact the office to get a yard sign. I know some of you still have them, and we encourage you to get them out in a safe spot, either when the snow melts or if you have a place where you can post it. There are 6 different types of signs, and we do know who has signed them out. We ask that you return them as well. So stick them in a prominent area and promote Ohio 4-H. Enrollments this year look a little bit different. Go to ashtabula.osu.edu, click on 4-H Youth Development, and then scroll down to Information and Forms. You can click on the button there and learn how to enroll as a 4-H member. We are asking all families to self-enroll this year, and we're asking our volunteers to help families to do that. So if you can hold a virtual meeting or a face-to-face meeting when we're allowed to do so, and be sure that the youth are accurately enrolled, we would encourage you to do that. There's a great tutorial that's available online, and Kim and I are also happy to help you if you have questions about the enrollment system. Enrollments will then be approved and verified by the 4-H volunteers. We ask that you submit a roster and payment by March 15th to the office, and as well with your county enrollment fee. So again, the enrollment fee is $25 per youth with a family cap of $50. First year members and Clover Buds are always free. And if you find that this cost is a barrier to you and your family, please reach out to me and we will do our best to support you so that your enrollment is available to you and that it is possible. As a reminder, you have to enroll every year, both our volunteers and our youth, to be active and engaged and participate in awards and fair and other opportunities. They have to be put into the 4-H online system again by March 15th. Advisors, we ask that you let us know what committees you want to be involved in. That is how we communicate with you, meeting reminders and other program reminders as well. This year, we will not be collecting paper copies of enrollment forms, and we will not be collecting paper copies of the 4-H Code of Conduct, or the Volunteer Standards of Behavior. Similarly, the permission to participate in horse and shooting sports forms are available right in the 4-H online system. So when you enroll in one of those projects, you will automatically be asked to agree to the permission to participate for those project areas, and we will not be collecting them. As a reminder, members may carry forward a project they took in 2020 to 2021 if it builds or expands upon the previous year and there are new experiences and growth. No project changes will be accepted after April 1st, so you do have 2 weeks to make any project changes if you are enrolled, and you must be enrolled in the project in order for the project to come to fair or judging. Similarly, youth can enroll at any time in the 4-H program, but those that enroll after March 15th are ineligible for state level competition and county level competition as well. So get your enrollments in before March 15th. Again, you are expected to complete the projects that you enroll in, and the advisory committee is asking clubs to help us by enforcing a 3-year rule. So youth that do not complete their projects for 3 years consecutively may be asked to leave the county program. This is a very strict rule and something that we don't want to do, but we're finding that there are youth that are not completing their projects or that are club hopping. So the advisory committee is, again, asking all clubs to help us by being sure that youth are following through with their commitment and completing their 4-H project work. Due by February 15th is the 4-H project assistance request form. If you find that you have a financial hardship and you need support, or maybe you want to try something new or something different, and the project costs more than you anticipated, up to $500 may be awarded to a handful of youth to reimburse the cost of project supplies and equipments for one project. So some of these costs may include the purchase of your project animal, some project books, maybe it's a fishing pole, maybe it's a sewing machine, your fabric, tagging costs. We ask that youth that are in good standing and in a chartered club in the county submit their request form again by February 15th. It's an online Qualtrics form. We're going to ask you for your budget, why you want to take this project, and what you hope to gain or learn from it. The project the expenses are reimbursable at the end of the year once you have attended project judging and the county fair or displayed your project. You also must write a thank you letter to the Lewis family, who are our donors and sponsors for this program. So what's new in Ohio 4-H projects for this year? The 2021 4-H Family Guide will be mailed to all families that were enrolled in 2020 in early 2021. So look for that in your mailbox in the beginning of January 2021. It's also available on the website, and we'll have additional copies in our office as well. So some changes to this year's projects. There is a new version of the 179R Uniform Rules for Horse Shows for those youth that are taking equine projects. Updated rules and expectations for participation in county events and state events are available there. The So for Others project book has been updated as well. As you can see, it's been changed and now says construct one complete outfit for the person of your choice, or adapt 3 different garments for someone with a disability. We have some new 4-H photography books. The whole series there has been replaced. Some new healthy living books, including medicine, science, and safety, and also tracking your health and fitness. Some new natural resources books, including edible landscapes, where you can plan your garden and plan eating from it. And also exploring polar science, looking at the North and South poles, glaciers, geology, and sea ice. There's a new workforce preparation book. Here, there, ag careers are everywhere, looking at some new opportunities for youth as it relates to traditional farming and beyond traditional farming and ag careers. This is an advanced level book, so for our older youth that are looking ahead to college and beyond. Some new shooting sports program updates. The muzzleloader and shotgun books have been updated and replaced. As a reminder, the shooting sports projects have to be taken with certified shooting sports advisors. So if you are interested in becoming certified in shotgun, muzzleloader, or in living history to help support that 4-H project work, please let us know. Our 365 4-H project work. So 365, as a reminder, is our self-determined project. This is a great way for self-motivated youth to explore a project that may not be offered. So again, you can build on something that you've already done, and there are idea starters, which are a great way to get you started in your project book work. New this year are amateur radio, get started with composting, and paddle water sports idea starters. These can also be downloaded directly from the website, and you can look at them at ohio4h.org/self-determined. If you're not sure what you want to take, or if you want to look at some project books before making a commitment to doing so, check out Project Central. This is an online platform that's available to you at projectcentral.ohio4h.org. You can search by title or keyword. You can search by skill level or by topic area. So you can see what might be available in photography or in shooting sports, in cooking or nutrition, in sewing, and see all of the different projects that are available based on what you are interested in, robotics or aerospace engineering. There's something for everyone, as we know. Project book distribution. There's a couple different ways we can get your project books to you this year. If you want to start now and start early, you can download some for free. Check out extensionpubs.osu.edu or ohio4h.org/books resources for more information. There are some great perfect stay-at-home projects that you can download. You just click on the book that you want, and when the file opens on your screen, you can save it or you can print it. And the 4-H Cloverbud activities will also be available this year to download as well. You can order your books for pickup at the county office as well after we reopen. If you reach out to Kim at howard.577@osu.edu, she will help you to order books. We do ask that clubs submit one club order, and then we will get the books to the advisor when they come in, and you can help us with distribution. However, if you want to start your books early, you can order them through the county office as well. The best price that you can get is by ordering them through the county office. They are about $6.45 per book, although there have been some price increases this year, especially to our resource books. We are going all full color on many of the new books, so that is some of the reason the cost has gone up. But again, if you want to coordinate that, you can do so by contacting Kim. And I know many of our clubs pay for books, so please coordinate that with your county with your club advisor and with the county office. But if you want to get your books to yourself earlier, you can do so again by visiting extensionpubs.osu.edu. You can receive free shipping with the coupon code FREE2021 when you spend $20 or more. Books do cost more directly through the website. You're looking at about $8 to a book at least for some of those project records, but there's no restrictions to the number of times you can use that code and the amount of books that you can order. Make sure that you review that order carefully though, because they do not accept any returns through the website. And don't forget, you can always download those self-determined idea starters through the website as well. If you have any questions about ordering project books, please contact your advisor or contact the county office. So let's look at some other important dates and reminders. The most pertinent one is regarding our 2021 market steer tagging. So by January 1st, we're asking all youth that intend to take a market steer to the 2021 fair to submit a tag request form. We will then return the tags to you via mail for you to apply to your animal. When you receive your tag, we ask that if you have the ability to use an applicator, that you do apply that tag to your animal. And then come and submit the ID form. So they do need to be permanently identified before coming to fair. Please upload a close-up head-on photo of each animal with you as the exhibitor standing in the picture and displaying the ear tag, and also a side profile of that animal with any identifying marks. So we ask you stand next to them, hold their ear so that we can see the tag visibly, and take a picture. If you don't have access to an applicator from an advisor or from somebody else, just hold the tag right next to that animal's headshot with you in it so that we can clearly see what it is. Make sure when you submit the ID form, you make a note in there as to what the tag number is as well. As a reminder, if your animal already has an 840 EID tag, do not request another tag and do not put another tag in that animal's ear or remove the current tag that is in there. That tag has to stay with the animal until it is processed. So go ahead and just submit the online ID form with the button tag that's already in that animal's ear. If you have an animal that you intend to take to the Ohio State Fair, those DNA samples are due by the 30th of January. Please contact our office to arrange a time to get that tag. And if you have any questions, contact your species chair or email me at the office. Quality assurance, we anticipate offering virtually here in the winter and spring of 2021, and then we intend to offer it in person later in the spring and summer prior to the June 1st deadline. As a reminder, all youth that have a market or lactating dairy animal that will be entering the food chain need to complete quality assurance. So this does include our egg production projects as well as are any beef projects, but not beef breeding, any dairy animal, whether that's a goat or a cow, again, that will be entering the food chain and going through the market animal sale. And this is for food security purposes and is a requirement of the Ohio Department of Agriculture. As a reminder, all 4-H youth with horse projects, with an equine project, are required to take the EquiStep program prior to riding. So by May 1st, all 4-H equine youth need to take this training through the online Canvas modules. This year's topics include helmet safety, safety and handling, preventative health, and handling adversity. Each participant needs to have a unique email address to log into the Canvas system, and you'll need to take the modules. And then at the end, you will be asked to participate in a 10-question quiz. It is required that you pass that in order to pass the course. In 2020, the most missed questions were in regard to BCS, so body condition scoring, and also the 179 rule book. So please make sure to focus on those. We also intend to offer a county level Zoom training here in the spring as well. So be looking for more information after the enrollment deadline about how you can enroll in those opportunities. Some other things that are kind of in the works and still to be determined, the county conference that we've held usually in the spring, we're still considering details for that. There'll also be more information about the required 4-H parent advisor equine meeting and the required livestock parent advisor meeting as well. There are lots of great resources that are available to you as you continue to work through your 4-H project work. There's the 4-H program guide. There's also a list of 4-H clubs and chairs, committee chairs, and species chairs that is available to you on our website. We have inserts that are available for our project books as well. So if you are taking a nutrition project, there is a My Plate insert. There are good production practices and reminders that are available. And also there's a poultry resource document that's available too. We are looking at a new poultry resource book sometime in 2021. Our species chairs and committees work really hard as well to put together project guidelines and page requirements. Those will be available and posted after February 1st on the County 4-H website. More information about ages for your animal, weight requirements, and so forth are available in those guidelines. We also encourage you to check out the resources that are available to you in clinics and workshops, whether those are online or those are in person. That is your opportunity to connect with others in your project and program area and connect with the species chairs and committee chairs as well and learn more about the program and the expectations. Some additional forms you should be familiar with. The Ohio 4-H Health Form is available on our website. This is not required to be returned to the office, but we do ask that you keep one on hand with your county club volunteer so that if there was an emergency, the contact information would be there and the health information would be on file. The accident form is available to all volunteers as well. We ask that if you do have an accident or injury to report, at a club meeting that you communicate that with us within 24 hours. This could be a behavioral issue or a physical injury or harm that happens while functioning as a 4-H volunteer or a 4-H youth. And as a reminder, we will purchase club insurance for all 4-H youth and volunteers in good standing. This is a secondary policy that covers you only when you're working within your scope as a 4-H volunteer or as a 4-H youth, and would help with the cost if there was an accident or injury. The Winning 4-H plan is an accommodation plan that is available to anyone, whether it's a physical accommodation that you need made, or if there's a learning disability, however we can help you to make the experience for you in 4-H more positive. Please submit a Winning 4-H project plan request. Those need to be in early 2021, no later than March 15th with the enrollment form, so that we can help our youth to have a successful year. There are also great resources that are available on ohio4h.org/officer resources for youth officers. So as a reminder, we do expect that our youth be running their club meetings and that there's a strong officer team. There are many great resources that are available to you as you consider your opportunity to be a 4-H club officer. The secretary and treasurer's books are posted online as well, and there's resources for those of you that wish to serve as a president or vice president or in another leadership role too. Our secretary and treasurer's books, we ask that they are submitted by September 15th to the county office for review. Don't forget to stay connected with us. Visit the county website, reach out to us via email or phone as well. I'm available for you Monday through Friday, and generally between 8:30 and 4:30. Abby, our 4-H program assistant, she coordinates our camping program and also our Ag Day program, and works with our agriculture educator, Andrew Holden, as well. She is available. And then our office associate, Kim Howard, you can see her contact information there. She handles 4-H project book orders and is, of course, the face of our office as well. So reach out to us either via email or phone if you have any questions. Don't forget to check out ohio4h.org. There's lots of really great resources that are available for you and lots of opportunities. Stay connected with us through 4-H Online. Our quarterly newsletter will be coming out here in January 2021. It'll be posted to the website and then also emailed via 4-H Online. 4-H Online is also our primary way of communicating with our members. We'll submit 4-H program announcements and reminders and emails on a weekly or more frequent basis than that. So if you are not receiving emails and reminders from the 4-H online system, please reach out to me and let me know so that we can work to switch that and change that for you. There's also a lot of information and updates that are shared on our County 4-H Facebook page and our extension page as well. And many of our committees and many of our clubs are communicating regularly using Band and Remind. So be sure to sign up for those as well. Some other opportunities to put on your radar and make you aware of: our Junior Fair Swine Day will be February 20th. Dairy Palooza is scheduled for April 24th. There will be some shooting sports workshops happening in the spring at Canner's Cave and maybe more locally. Look for information about spin clubs, so special interest clubs. If you really have a niche for being outdoors or for poultry or for cooking, there are some great state level spin clubs that will be offered in 2021. 4-H Cloverbot Challenge and 4-H Camp Tech will be offered again, and more information will be shared about those. And the international program, while they will not be traveling this year, there will be some winter and spring international pen pal programs that are available and a summer virtual hosting opportunity too. So visit ohio4h.org and click on the international programs page for more information. So at this time, I am going to offer some reminders quickly for our 4-H advisors, including our standards of behavior and some other important deadlines and dates as well. So I want to take this opportunity to highlight all the great work our volunteers have done in 2020. We're so fortunate to get to work with you in the Ohio 4-H program. You really are the ones that keep us rooted into the 4-H club work, and we appreciate all you do. So thank you for your grit in 2020, and we look forward to working with you in 2021. So some quick updates for you. The Ohio 4-H Volunteer Standards of Behavior has been revised this year. There are two significant changes. One, which you see highlighted here first, talks about the institutional data policy. So what this means as it relates to your work as a volunteer is we ask that you no longer share any information about volunteers or about your 4-H youth that you have enrolled in your club. So whereas before you may have shared their email or their phone number, we ask that you no longer do that specifically without their permission. So instead, what you might do is tell them to get in touch with somebody, right? Or ask them to communicate with the paper at a certain phone number or email address. The other change that's been updated for this year is not intentionally or purposefully placing yourself in a one-on-one situation with a youth in a virtual capacity. So again, make sure that there's always somebody else in your virtual room. If you're meeting with a youth to help them with their 4-H project work, make sure there's a parent or another advisor that's present, just as you would at a 4-H club meeting. Some important dates and reminders as well. The financial summary form is due at the end of January by the 31st. The policy 1.50 mandatory reporter training is due by March 1st. Also by March 1st, we ask that all of our clubs be approved and chartered for the year, club calendars be submitted, and then also all volunteers that intend to work with the program for 2021 be approved. So if you have new volunteers that anticipate coming in, doing training, we need to know that sooner rather than later so that they can be ready to go by March 1st. We don't ask that we have your enrollment form by that time for our returning volunteers, but again, all new volunteers are secured by March 1st. The add drop date again for 4-H projects is April 1st. And by May 15th, we will go ahead and submit the 990N tax forms on your behalf and on your club's behalf. Please be familiar with the dates for 2021 for the junior fair entries. Those are a little bit fluid this year and some of them have changed. So June 1st, July 1st, July 15th, be looking for information and check out the project guidelines to make sure that you have the correct dates on your calendar. And by September 15th, which is in the fall, we'll be looking for our county award submissions for Hall of Fame, Outstanding Advisor, and Top 4-H'er. So be thinking now about the youth that you could nominate throughout the year that might be eligible for these awards. And by December 1st, all volunteer trainings must be complete. So as a reminder, the Policy 1.50 course must be complete by March 1st. This will be offered through the Scarlet Canvas course. I will email more information about this as well. You'll click on the link here that you see at the top of the screen, that Go link, fill out the form online, and enroll in the course. Upon completion of the course, there will be a certificate, and then I will also get a copy of that certificate mailed to me as well. But when you complete it, please let us know. You do need to sit and complete that training all at one time. And then there are modules and there are corresponding quizzes that go with the course too. As a reminder, it's an expectation that all 4-H volunteers report any signs of physical, emotional abuse or neglect, and all staff as well. So again, we ask that you agree to the policy that's on there, and you can find more information about that at go.osu.edu/policy 150. The Ohio 4-H Club Affiliate Yearly Financial Summary is due by January 31st. We ask you download this form. You can find it at go.osu.edu/financial summary. Download the form and save it to your computer, and you can also submit it electronically as well. So due by January 31st, and also those of you that have a club equipment, we ask that your inventory be submitted as well. You need to include the EIN number. You need to include the bank information on the top. And this information is so critical in case there was a problem with your finances or somebody were to leave your club. This is an expectation and a requirement of Ohio 4-H. Nothing has changed with this form for 2021. Remember, you are reporting for the calendar year of 2020. You need to include all the income and expenses that you may have had. And we ask that you do limit those carryover funds. So generally, we're looking for a balance of about $1,000, more or less. However, we recognize that this year will look different because many of you were not able to have fundraisers, or you were not able to spend your funds as you normally would due to COVID. So again, those forms need to be submitted by January 31st. Volunteer requirements for 2021 have not changed. So be looking for an email from our office and a letter from the state 4-H office the first week in January for those of you that need to resubmit for your BCI for 2021. This year's list is small. There's about 20 folks that need to have their BCI completed by February 28th. And the reimbursement form will also be included in that letter that will be sent to you. So as a reminder, volunteers and staff have to be re-fingerprinted every 4 years. If you get those off-cycle prints done for the purpose of working with vulnerable youth per the code that's on the form, you can submit your fingerprints to the office as well. This year, the reimbursement process has changed slightly, so it's a little bit delayed, but the extension program will be still reimbursing volunteers that are in good standing. While we did waive the volunteer development requirements for 2020, we anticipate those will be back in full effect for 2021. So as a reminder, all volunteers are required to attend at least 2 trainings totaling no less than 2 hours on or before December 1st of the current year. These are in addition to the child abuse training that is required. So you will need to make sure that you sign in at the event. If you are participating virtually, make sure you put your name in the chat room so that we know that you are there. If you are doing things like CPR first aid training or recertification, if you're attending mental health training that is available, if you're attending the Ohio 4-H conference, quality assurance, Dairy Palooza, or you've done the 4-H EZ training, be sure to let us know. Again, be sure to sign in, be sure to get a certificate and communicate that with myself so that way we have record of you completing those trainings. 2 trainings totaling no less than 2 hours on or before December 1st. And we thank you for doing this. We know there's so many opportunities right now for you to do these trainings virtually, and we anticipate that other opportunities will be available in person as we move through 2021. So at this time, I just want to remind you, if you have any questions, any concerns, please reach out to us at the county office. My email you can see here on the screen and my phone number as well. Generally, again, I'm available Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 4:30. Of course, please understand that while we're working remotely, there are other appointments and such that are on our calendars, but we will do our best to get back to you within 24 to 48 hours and answer the questions to the best of our ability or find the resources that are available to you. We thank you all for your commitment to the Ohio 4-H program and all you do to support our 4-H youth and to make the best better, and look forward to working with you in 2021. Happy New Year.